Hi everyone and welcome to another video. So today I'm finally getting round to starting the Hey Little Magpie challenges for International Scrapbooking Day. So I'm doing challenge number 1, which was set by Emma Kate, and hers is a shape challenge and it's to create a layout using stencils. So I've got a piece of white cardstock, I've got a stencil which is from the Crafters Workshop, which is this big circular one. I've got a heart stencil, which is a Vicky Booting one. I've got Distress Oxides in Picked Raspberry, Quiche Flamingo, Mermaid Lagoon, Salvage Patina, Twisted Citron, Shabby Shutters, Saltwater Taffy and Dried Marigold. I have had a dig through my Pretty Little Studio box, which is this one. So all my Pretty Little Studio is in here. And I think the collection that I've mainly got the things from is called Love is Kind. So I've picked out a couple of pictures, papers just for backing my photographs. And then in my little embellishment tray today, I've got some little heart ephemera. I've got some title pieces, some border strips that I've cut out from a 12 by 12 piece of paper, tabs, tags, bit of ribbon, and then I've also got these two label sheets, and they only cost £1. So, but they've got some nice phrases on there that I think I might use today. And then I've got these 2 photographs of my daughter. I've no idea what she was doing on these pictures. I think she was dressing up and she was going to the shops. So she's got her brother's Ben 10 cap on, her brother's sunglasses, her pyjama top and a nappy. And then she's got her little shopping bag. But I just thought they were really cute, and I wanted to document them in her scrapbook. So, and this layout, using the circle template, I've seen Sarah Davies do it before, so that's where I've had the idea from. It's not an idea that I've come up with by myself. And before I start using my Distress Oxides, I just thought I'd show you, this is how I store my Distress Oxides. So in general, I do them by colour family. I've just shoved that one in there for now. And these bins are from the range, so the fridge bins, but they fit the Distress Oxides in, and I've got 3 of these, and it holds all the colours apart from the blacks and the browns, which I have stored separately. And then the tickets, I got some originally from the Tim Holtz website, but they weren't sticky, so I had to stick them on myself with sellotape and things, and they looked a bit messy. So I ordered some from, I think it's called Twilight Crafts, and they do sheets with the stickers on. So if you order those, and then you can just stick them on the side of your Distress Oxide inks, and you won't need to keep looking to see what the front of it looks like. So that's how I store mine. I've got 3 of these. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line up my circle with my piece of paper, and then I've got some mint tape just to keep the template and the paper stuck relatively straight onto my mat. We'll see if this actually works. So I'm going to stick that like that. And then I'm going to start off with the Picked Raspberry. I've chosen these colours partly because they go with what my daughter was wearing, but also because they sort of go with each other. So I'm just going to start by go on that one, and then how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So every 4th one. On there, and on there. And then I'm going for a lighter pink. And then I'm just going to leave the inside one for now. Next one, I'm doing Mermaid Lagoon. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the last colour that I did and just blend it down a little bit. Just do it very lightly. And then the salvage patina. That's the first part done. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is get my heart stencil and go over each of the sections with the darker colour that I used. Hopefully it's not too bad, just light. Oh, and let's do it on the others as well, don't I? That one. And one. Give my stencil a little bit of a light in between. And then next I'm going to do the pink, and that was picked raspberry. That one. Then I'm doing saltwater taffy. Clean again. And then the last one is the twisted citron. There we go. So I'll move that to one side. A little stack of distress oxides. And then I'll take this off. And that is my background. So on Sarah's, what she did was she went round and just kind of doodled a circle around the edge just to make it stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to do that. I get an ink all over my hand. That's one, and then I'm going to go around it. Second time, like that. Just do a couple of little squiggles. So that is that done, and then I'm going to bring the photographs back in. Back them on my pieces of patterned paper. That's one. And that one. Cut these out. And then cut this one out. And then I'm going to use the other bit just to add another little layer. Like that. And then this one I'm going to do like that. Go. And then I think I'm going to have them overlapping slightly. So get my foam tabs. I'm going to stick that one onto the other one, I think. And I'm going to stick it just about there, I think. And then I've got a word phrase on here that says sunglasses, so I've got to draw attention to those. That one, and then I've got one, this photo, and I've also got one that says feeling playful and makes me smile. So I think all of those. And I think these word phrases are from the Indian Summer collection, which seemed to have skipped me by, but I saw this little sheet. So quite liking those little phrases. Then these, I thought I could stick along the bottom. So I'm going to trim off that bit and that bit. Put that one there. Then this one. And that one off. And I've got a slightly smaller one, and I've got one that's got hearts on. So I think I might stick the pink one down first. Just underneath like that. And then this one. I'm just going to move it to the side. Again, stick that underneath. And then this one, might just stick on top of that one. Like that. And I might put that on the top. We'll see where everything else is going first. So I've got My Sunshine, which I'm going to put as my title, and I'm going to have that going there because she is my sunshine. There is my title. I've got a little tab which I thought I might put there. There we go. Then I've got these two I think I might put there. Like that, and I've got some lovely pink seam binding. Through that one, then do one that way and and the other way. Those in there like that, and then the ribbon I'm just going to have. Now let's see, is this going to work today? On there, on there. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to put my little phrases, might put them on here. Makes me smile. And then I think I might put sunglasses down the side. That'll fill that little space. And then the last thing that I've got is these little heart pieces. And I just thought maybe I could just put a couple within the colours. Pink one there. Just get so many of these little packets. So I'm just going to spread those around. I could do with finding a bit more of a greeny one. The pink one. I might put maybe a yellow one. Just do that one there. And that, I think, is the layout done. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this process video today. Please join in with the Hey Little Magpie challenges. They're in their Hey Little Magpie chat and inspiration group, and there are albums for each of the challenges. And if you like what you've seen today, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.